You got a minute?
Yo, pull up, break down the back door. Kunami, I hit a combo. This a trap, this ain't no chateau. Don't talk if you're trying to beef like taco. Keep the Crocs locked on the feet, 22 years ain't hit my peak, yeah. Go ahead, son, make fun of me, Beat too loud, you got to speak up. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Bringing that sound from the underground. Lose control, shout out Missy. All y'all toxic, just like Britney. Get out the way, get up, left lane, right lane, switch up. Now shut up and understand. You don't gotta talk, nah, you just gotta dance.
I don't wanna talk, I just wanna dance. I don't wanna talk, I just wanna dance. I just wanna rock, I don't need a plan. I don't wanna, I just wanna.
The character of Miles has been in a million TV shows and movies over and over, but it's never his own. So I feel like it's my duty to give Miles his own TV show. Miles' TV show will begin with Miles in his room watching TV as Spider-Man. The hero in New York is fighting the big bad Kingpin. Peter ends up winning the fight and ends up webbing up Kingpin. Miles celebrates his hero's victory before heading off to school with his Uncle Aaron. Miles gets to school and has a rather boring class. So boring that he doesn't notice the spider crawling into his bag. He checks his phone when he gets home and notices that an arachnid called the Oz Spider has escaped from Osborn Industries. Miles thinks this is just a normal, dumb, stupid, dumb spider at first, until the next day when he's talking to his girlfriend, Catherine Bishop, no, not that one, when he accidentally shoots a web. Thankfully, he plays it off. After that, Miles starts playing around with his new abilities, and finds out powers that the OG Spider-Man doesn't even have, such as his newfound Venom Punch and invisibility. Miles is ecstatic to become Spider-Man and follows his hero's footsteps. Right as he's done celebrating, he hears a boom outside of his apartment. Miles, quick to action, puts on a makeshift Spider-Man cosplay similar to the one in Spider-Verse and gets to the scene, and he sees Spider-Man under a bunch of rubble, injured. Miles starts to pick up the rubble from Spider-Man, but Peter's still injured after the fact, sidelining him from hero duty for the rest of the series. Realizing the responsibility on himself, Miles begins to act as New York's only Spider-Man, focusing on doing things more like the original Spider-Man. But first, Miles will need his own costume, but which costume would it be? Personally, I don't mind Miles' original costume with the black and red from the comics, and I feel like it fits him well, so we'll use it. Peter would have the average, normal Spider-Man design. Kingpin will be, well, Kingpin.
Mitch, baby, love the Mitch.
Miles' first fight as an actual hero would be against the Shocker, in which his gloves would fall off and kill him. Then, Miles would fight Dr. Octopus. Miles would defeat him swiftly and get away to his house. The first person to find out about Miles' new powers would be Genki, who would help him fight better by studying Peter's old fighting style. This would come in handy after his first fight with Electro, who is attacking the school bus to get what he believes to be a chemical to enhance his powers. Weird. Miles will be able to save everyone on the school bus, except his girlfriend Kate. This sends Miles on a spiral, and he starts pushing away his normal life, his friends, his family, only focusing on being Spider-Man. While this did make Miles a more focused hero, it made him unstable, and it definitely didn't help when a new villain, seemingly working with the Kingpin, hopped onto the scene. When Miles first met the Prowler, he's still not stable, and his emotions did not make this fight go in his favor. The Prowler ends up knocking down Miles until Miles uses his Venom Punch to knock the Prowler out, unmasking him, seeing his Uncle Aaron. Miles, still confused, chooses to confront his Uncle Aaron, revealing that he's Spider-Man. At first, his uncle is upset, realizing that the reason why he hasn't finished what he's needed to is because of his own nephew. Aaron tells Miles to stay out of his way, and that he does what he does for the sake of his mom and father. Miles asks what he's trying to do, and Aaron walks away, saying that he's too young to understand. Miles, confused about what his next move is, has a conversation with his mom, of course hiding the fact that he's Spider-Man. His mom tells him that everyone can't do things like other people. Miles realizes that he can't do things like the original Spider-Man. He has to do things his own way.
I'm gonna do my own thing.
Miles goes and follows his uncle through traffic using invisibility and finds him going into Kingpin's office. Miles hears that Aaron's job was to steal the spider that bit Miles, and when he messed up, he was supposed to let the villains out of prison to get Spider-Man's DNA. In return, the Kingpin would give Aaron enough money to take care of Miles and his family. The Kingpin gives Aaron one more job: deliver him some of Spider-Man's DNA. Miles thinks the original Spider-Man would decide to wait for a good opportunity to fight, and figures that it's time for him to do this whole hero thing his own way. Miles jumps on the Prowler's back, knocking him out with his Venom Punch, and then decides to get into a brawl with the Kingpin. Miles is in a back and forth fight with the Kingpin, and eventually starts to lose, and the fight is taken to the city below until Miles hears Uncle Aaron's voice. Spider-Man gets the strength to get back up and finish the fight, winning and arresting Kingpin, finally becoming his own Spider-Man.